A strongly worded letter from the governor's office to DOE. The subject, DOE's Building E. The letter chastising the department for not signing a joint lease between Guahan Academy Charter School, DOE, and Adelup. But DOE says the lease would have left them holding the bag and footing the bill for the building's maintenance costs and equipment upkeep, so the department asked for minor changes to be made to that lease in the name of fairness. But instead of a new lease, DOE is getting a new landlord. The governor saying because DOE didn't sign a lease, she is, quote, forced to approve a lease with GACS only for Building E. DOE Superintendent John Fernandez says, ironically, he was sitting right next to the governor at last night's public meeting on dengue.
Governor didn't mention it, and I, out of respect for her, I don't know that she actually maybe read the fine, the details of the letter. But somebody on her team, drafted that and thought it was a good way to, send a signal across the bow as to, what they thought of DOE.
Fernandez called the letter's tone condescending, and he tells KUAM News DOE has been sharing the building with GACS. In fact, the charter school is using half of the building right now, just like the governor requested. But the letter said sharing is a vital life skill and implied DOE still had time to apply that life lesson in this instance. Or do they? As it stands, GACS is going to have its third free GovGuam building. The governor confirming she'll give GACS control of the building and DOE can sublease from the charter school.
Yeah, that's the way it is in that letter.
And what of the governor's accusation that DOE wasn't working with GACS? Far from the truth, Fernandez said. He tells KUAM DOE provided manpower and resources, even helping GACS demolish parts of the building to build classrooms.
I hope she's being updated by her staff as to the details of what's actually going on behind the scenes, because I felt very strongly that DOE went above and beyond to try to support her direction to accommodate Guahan Academy's needs. To dedicate any of DOE resources to building classrooms for a charter school, that's unheard of. But I think it represented the fact that we were going to try to assist them in meeting this priority of theirs.
DOE currently uses its half of the building for special education and auditory testing, and plans were in the works for a Chamorro language immersion center. So we asked the governor if the letter was an eviction notice.
It's a sharing. I would like for them to share and work together.
Just how they'll share the building when it's being leased exclusively to GACS remains to be seen. No other charter school has free government buildings, and GACS has 3 of them. With the legislature appropriating $6,150 per student to charters, GACS, with 740 students, has quickly become a $4.6 million operation. And the charter school business can be a moneymaker since charters don't have to hire certified teachers, librarians, counselors, or pay employees the GovGuam scale. GACS needs another building because it keeps enrolling students, even if it doesn't have the space to school them, which is why the governor says GACS needs Building E.
I just want them to share, Chris.
I do congratulate Guahan Academy. They're obviously pushing for their own interests, and if they're able to get another free building, that shows the effectiveness of their work.
The GACS lobby is strong, with GACS leadership like former Speaker Judy Wampat and GDOE board member Faye Valencia Ovalas, both campaigning heavily for Lou and Josh last year. Meanwhile, Fernandez says he's not quite ready to pack up and move out.
For us, those things seem to be on hold and in limbo until we hear from our new landlord, which is the Guahan Academy Charter School.
The governor tells KUAM News she leased the building to GACS because she was concerned GACS students were facing overcrowding issues that were not a good, conducive environment to learn in.